Okay. So, yeah, a lot of emotion, as we're coming towards the full moon. I don't know if anyone else is feeling this, but it's sort of very much feeling the emotional energies getting stronger. Stuff that maybe we've kind of held down is just shooting up there, all those things. Might need to do a bit of weeding from some of those. And I do have, kind of it goes a little bit with our theme for the week from the Oracle card, which was claim your make a move, make a claim, take action, basically. And I really like this quote by William Blake, which feels like it's aligned with all of that. Enlightenment means taking full responsibility for your life. Yeah, how about that? That could sound scary, but it also feels like, yeah, I've got the power. And with that, we'll just think about all these different aspects and try and find some ground and some inner strength and vitality. That's not asking for much, really. So we begin with the bell. Oh, no, that wasn't very clever. I'm going to just out microphone kind of pulls things around, which happens sometimes to straighten that up. Okay, I'm going to start lying down for a change. Standing, often in this class, so we're going to just start from shavasana, lying comfortably on the ground. So take some time just to settle and allow yourself just to lay down. What a treat. Just put some space between your feet, let the arms fall away from the body. And actually, now we're going to bring the hands to the body. I think maybe the belly or the front of the hips there is a really good place, this sort of middle of the body, this kind of, and I definitely identify this with energetically with our power, with our kind of desire, sometimes that kind of deep desire. Also in our intuition, our creativity is all down here. There's a lot of creative momentum coming at this time. So just give our belly a little rub and just feel that energy there and let it bubble up. So when we feel our whole of our back of our body on the ground, this helps to ground us. And for me, that really means coming into the body, feeling our support of the earth, of our ground, and the ground of our body. Body becomes like the earth, like a landscape. So we just feel into that a little bit. Feel ourselves coming in to our center. Close your eyes there, take a deep breath in, sigh out through the mouth. Really settling, landing within yourself. And we'll chant the mantra Om 3 times, just to release anything that needs to be kind of released and feel a good vibration, raise our vibration a little. Breathing in. And that vibration coming from the bottom or the base of the feet right to the top of the head. And one more. Breathe easy. So now we're just going to take the arms above the head, give ourselves a full stretch here, point the toes, extend and expand. Feel the breath, expanding the front of the body. Let's extend the left side. So take hold of the left wrist, push the left heel away, extend to the left side, push the left heel away and just drawing that left arm, just pulling gently on the left wrist, upwards, but also over the head. Let the head roll over so it's resting on the upper right arm there. So just really feel that openness is coming on the left shoulder, the neck as well. The right side's just relaxed. It's not doing anything here. Feel The left waist expand with your breath, getting longer, opening up, breathing in and breathing out, release. Let the arms just flop onto the ground. Shoulders nice and open. Take the right wrist with the left hand, relax the left side now, pushing the right heel away. Tense the right buttock slightly if it helps to extend, and extending the right arm up but also over the head, and let your head roll over to rest on the upper left arm. So breathe then, breathing into the right side of the body. Fill your body with air, breathing in and out through the nostrils. Expand, open, breathing in and release. We're expanding with that full moon energy that's coming. And let the arms rest on the ground. We're just going to settle ourselves, breathing into the nostrils. Breathing out also through the nostrils, lift the arms up through the air. Steady, smooth, even movement. And breathing out and the out breath. Then the in breath lifts the arms up. We'll do just a few of these. Breathing in. Full expression of the inhale. Full expression of the exhale as your arms come forward, the hands just touch the ground, the arms just touch the ground. Notice that moment in between the inhale and the exhale, breathing in. The arms come up, opening the chest, opening the shoulders slightly, and breathing out, the arms coming forwards. Noticing what's happening in your mind, what's happening emotionally. Let's do one more of these to see if we can coordinate the body with the breath, inhaling, smooth, steady, even. Noticing the state of the mind. Is it busy? Is it agitated? Noticing the energies, the emotional energies. And let's just, once the hands reach the ground, let's hug the knees. Have a little rock side to side. Draw a circle then on the ground. Drawing the circle with the knees are together, breathing in as the knees come away. Breathing out as the knees come in. If you need a bigger circle, you can just let go of the knees and just get that right around the edges. Really getting into that whole of that back and then rotating in the opposite direction. So whatever feels better for you, holding the knees or just letting those go. But just moving into the areas that really feel they need that bit of pressure. Okay, so rotating, rolling around. Rolling one way, rolling the other way, and then we're going to move the Upanasana. So coming to a stillness, just give the knees a little rub, freeing them up. As you breathe in, take the knees away. As you breathe out, pull the knees in, lift the head up towards the knees. So also making yourself so small that your tailbone's lifting off the ground. Inhaling, taking the knees away, flattening the back, bringing the head down to the ground. Exhaling, squeezing all the breath out. So really focusing on your spine here, whole length of the spine. It's getting as curved as possible and then extending. And if you want to extend this more, then on the inhale you extend the arms above the head, take the knees away or take the legs away as far as you feel comfortable. You will feel that in your abdominals. So you need to keep the back glued to the ground. Don't let any space come there. We want to make it absolutely glued. But then we come back to this little seed, breathing out, breathing in, extending as much as you wish. I mean, it doesn't have to be very much. It can just be a slight distance, whatever works for you. And you might want to build that up. So it might be that initially you're breathing in, you're extending a little bit. But always we're coming back into this tiny little curled up shape on the exhale, squeezing all the breath out. So maybe you just experiment with that, see what feels good to you. So we're really getting the center, giving a bit of heat to our center, right in the middle. Breathing in our powerhouse and breathing out. Bring the soles of the feet to the ground for a bridge. So bring the feet close to the buttocks, just creep them up towards you and make sure there's space between the feet. Hips width apart, okay, and feet parallel. Chin tucked in tightly as you can to the chest. So we're really trying to expand the back of the neck. Hands down, not just on the floor, but also extended down the fingers.
So we're really feeling the shoulders on the back, on the ground. Use the inhale to rock up or roll up the spine, breathing in, lifting up, breathing out, rolling down slowly. Really feel each little vertebrae meeting the ground. So we're really rolling and feeling the ground with our back, breathing in. Lift a little higher each time maybe and rolling down. So this is very clear, steady, focused, defined, breathing in. Lifting high, pushing into the backs of the arms, breathing out, rolling down. So if you wish to, again, you can add in something. You can lift the arms, breathing in and breathing out, rolling down. So the arms have to move a little bit faster if they're going to stay coordinated with that moment when the back reaches the ground, the hands also reach the ground. Keep those thighs level. Don't let them splay out or come together. So you're going to keep that steadiness in the thighs. Moving with your breath, breath coming in and out through the nostrils, rolling up, so roll, really feel, it's like you're feeling ground with your back, with your spine, breathing in. And you're kind of giving your spine a little massage on the ground as you roll it down. Really try and get into each little vertebrae. So that's that roll, using the abdominals there to squeeze and really get each little vertebrae one at a time. And opening the front of the body so the knees are going away from you. The chest is coming towards your chin. Either arms up or arms on the ground, rolling down. So getting into this beautiful snake-like spine. Movement, letting those energies move. One more, breathing in. And breathing out, slowly rolling down, bringing the hands down. Let's just see if we can raise up one more time, but hold this time. So just check your heels haven't slid away. Breathing in, lifting. You can press into the ground here. So if you want to, some of you may be able to get your shoulders a bit closer together. You can interlink the fingers underneath the body, press the backs of the arms into the ground. So lifting the chest, lifting the chest towards the chin, taking the knees away from you as if they're working towards the wall. Strong thighs. Breathe. Once you're here, breathe. Try and maintain the posture. And every inhale, see if you can get a little bit more open in the front of the body. Keep the chin tucked in so the back of the neck is nicely exposed to the ground. One more breath in. Now take the arms away and roll down as slowly as you can during that long, slow exhale. Hug the knees. That's going to feel good after that. Yeah, have a little rock and roll here. Just counterpose that back bend. Okay. Extend the arms and legs up to the ceiling. Let's rotate the wrists. Give the legs a bit of lightness. Just find some circles. Movement. Yeah, let's not let any of these junctures of the body, these joints, feel like they haven't had any attention. We're going to give every single part some attention. All in the joints. Hug the knees again. And we're just going to roll onto the side. Come up to seated. Bring the knees together. Or the legs together. Bend the knees. I'll have a little hug of the body there. Let the face fall to the knees. Opening the back a little bit between the shoulder blades. Have a little sigh. And let's let the knees come out to the sides now. Bring the soles of the feet together. Bring them close to your groin there. Yeah, maybe have a little rock there. I quite like a little rock there. If you need to sit on a cushion, you can do that. Particularly if you kind of find that it's really hard to sit up. Then please do that. And then we're going to just take hold of the feet, the ankles, or the toes, whichever feels better for you. And we're just going to let those knees bounce a little bit. So lifting the chest away, take the shoulders back as if you're sitting up against a wall and the back of the neck is nice and long. So your chin is slightly tucked in. We're just going to let that butterfly, those butterfly wings, just gently, gently, and bringing a bit of energy, waking up the energy in the hips with some ease there. And then we're just going to let that rest.
Sit up tall and just feel that the knees are coming down to the ground, just allowing that to happen. Vajrasana, the cobbler. Just allowing that to happen. Keep lifting the chest, keep pressing the shoulders back as if you're leaning against a wall. You feel your abdominals working when you have to do that, when you lift the chest and open the front of the body there. And then release that. Good. And now we're just going to, still with a straight back, so release slightly, but still with a straight back, we're going to just take the body forward. So holding onto the toes or the ankles there, with a straight back coming forward, so bending forwards as far as you feel that your body will allow you. You might even find your elbows pressing into the inner thighs there, helping to just release a little bit more. Breathing all the time in and out through the nostrils. Now come back up. We'll just take the hands behind. Open the chest a little bit. Good. Release there. Good. Now let's just bring the knees up. And we're going to come on to all fours. Again, let's work with the spine a little bit in this nice cat movement. So hands underneath the shoulders. Spread the fingers wide, soft elbows. So not locked pillar-like arms, soft animal-like arms. Knees underneath the hips, space between them, feet flat behind. Inhale, you're lifting your gaze, taking not just your eyes forwards and slightly upwards, but also the chest is opening, the heart's wanting to see what's ahead there. And as you breathe out, starts at the base of the spine, tucking under, arching up through the spine. When your chin comes to your chest and you're looking back, the feet, still breathing out, sit back into the heels. So we're going to make this a lovely circling movement. Breathing in and rolling the spine under, sitting back into the heels. Breathe out fully. Really engaging with your core, with your center. Make it really dynamic. Noticing how you're feeling, what's happening as you move. Key is in the word emotion, you know, this is where we allow those feelings to move. Whatever's coming up, whatever, maybe there is some old stodgy stuff is coming up. Some feelings, just let them be, allow them, acknowledge them. Yeah, hold them gently, allow them to be healed, be liberated, be embraced. So we're just going to hold it all. Yeah, let it move. Sitting back. One more beautiful big circle, breathing in. Rolling, tucking the spine under, arching up through the spine, lifting the spine up, looking back towards your feet, sit back into the heels. Just slide the hands forward, bring the forehead to the ground, and just breathe there. Breathing in through the nostrils, sigh out through the mouth. Breathing in through the nostrils, sigh out through the mouth. Let's come back up to all fours here. Nice tabletop position. Now we're going to step through with the right foot. So we need to put the weight onto the left hand, maybe come onto the fingertips of the right hand, and just bring that right foot forwards. You might need to bring that right hand right off the ground. That's okay. Bring that right foot forward. So in this kneeling position, if this knee is feeling a little bit, you know, it feels sharp, then pad it with a cushion, blanket, or just double the mat up a little bit. Okay, so let's see. Breathing in, lift the arms up. And as you breathe out, just taking the hips forwards, but taking the hands back. So getting this opening in the front of the hip there. Strong right thigh there to support you. And get a lovely extension across the groin. Breathing in and then breathing out. We're just going to bring the hands to the ground here, either side of the foot, and just see if you can lengthen that leg. It might be only a small movement. And we're bending this left knee. And we're just bringing the body kind of down over this leg. So we're lengthening. We press the big toe into the ground. Imagine the right hip is moving backwards and upwards. Don't overdo that. Don't want to force anything. We just want to see if there's a little bit of space there. And then we again take that right leg back. So you might need to just move a bit. So you've got space to move that right knee back. And now we're going to switch and bring that left foot forward. So you might need to take that hand right away to bring that leg through. There might be a few movements, that's okay, as long as you get there eventually. Pad the knee up if you need to. Breathing in, lift the arms up, bring the hands above the head. Breathing out, taking the groin forwards, taking the hands back. So we get a lovely openness in the chest. Heart is flying upwards. Breathe. Strong, stable left thigh. You're pressing into the ground with that foot. And also the top of the right foot is pressing into the ground to keep that balance. That will help your balance no end. And also take some weight off the knee as well. Now bring the hands down again. Now we're going to again lengthen the left leg. So just letting that slowly lengthen by pressing the big toe into the ground and feeling the left hip reaching backwards away, and letting the body come down. But breathe with this. Breathe. Good. Keeping yourself stable, resting, putting the hands where you feel you need that support there, and then come back up. Again, you might want to take the left hand off the ground or onto the fingertips, put the weight onto the right, and just bring that left leg back. And again, we'll just take the hands a little bit more forwards and we'll come into a puppy dog so that when you sit back, your bottom is away from your heels. So we're really opening the backs of the shoulders, bring the forehead towards the ground. It might even reach the ground. Length through the spine. Really engaging with our central column here. Breathe into the nostrils, sigh out to the mouth. Good. Now slide the hands back and sit back into the heels, sweep the arms back, bring the forehead to the ground, into the pose of the child. Relax the arms, let the backs of the arms rest on the ground so the hands are facing the ceiling, really very surrendered pose, very soft, very earthed. So if you're feeling ever, kind of overwhelmed, this is a great posture to come into any time of the day, just bringing your head, forehead to the ground, grounding, softening, and coming into this very held, you're very contained, this little shape. Earthing, centering. Yeah, beautiful. Breathing in through nostrils, out through the mouth. Really settle that down. Now slide the arms forwards, extend the fingers forwards, make that nice and big. Now spread the fingers wide. Use the inhale to come up and exhale. Now use the inhale to tuck the toes under. Exhaling, lift the knees off the ground, sit back into the heels if you can, but pushing into the hands, pressing is a good word, press into the hands, spread the fingers wide, lift the tail up to the sky. But let's make this a little bit more kind of fluid. Let's just find the movement here. Not just the bending the knees, but also bending the elbows. Just find that kind of fluidity in this. Just find, okay, this is my body. Let's see what the movement is. Kind of very animal-like, moving the elbows, the shoulders, and just enjoying that movement. The knees, the ankles. Yeah, even the hips are joining in. Just let that move. And then come to a stillness. Breathing in, breathing out. Come back down to the knees for a moment, have a little rest, and then we're going to come back up. So sitting back into the heels once more. Breathing in, breathing out through the mouth. Take a little rest, restore, recover. Yeah, enjoy your back. Now we'll come back to all fours once again. Making sure we're not on tabletop, there's space, more space between the hands and the knees. Tuck toes under, we're going to come into downward dog again, and we're going to lift up the knees, coming into downward dog. Now we're going to extend the legs. So we take a tiny step to the side, so to the right with the right foot, so it's more or less central in the mat, and get all the weight into there. And it might be, that your heel's not down. That's okay, as long as you feel stable. Push back with the hands. Now reaching up that left toe to the skies, to the ceiling, pushing back through the hands and just pointing the toe. Breathe. Extend. Now bring that left leg down. Bring it very close to the left foot, so that's more central. And then reaching up with the right foot. Really energizing.
This expanded movement, point the toe, make it strong, and then bring the right foot down, and then walk the feet towards the hands. Bend the knees, let the body hang. Just turn the head, release the neck, breathe into the nostrils. Sigh over the mouth. Have a little sway side to side. So shifting the weight from the right foot, slowly move it over to the left foot. We're really doing this mindfully and noticing how it feels. This movement, this motion. What's happening with your spine? How do you feel? Where is your mind? Where is your mind? Where is it going to? Leave the neck nice and loose. Head is heavy. Knees are bent. Arms are heavy. Now we feel that little bit of light, this little spark in the base of the spine that's waking us up. So like a little flower in the spring, it's coming up through the stalk of our center. So the knees are still soft. It's rising up, rising up, rising up. Lifting the center, lifting the chest. Roll the shoulders back a few times. Breathing in and out. Good. Breathing in and breathing out. Okay. So we're just going to have a little mini back bend here just to compensate. So we'll take the hands, give it back a little rub there. Yeah, feels good. Why not have a treat there? Place the hands there strongly, so supporting. And notice how we take the elbows back, and when the elbows come back, the shoulders go back, and the chest naturally lifts. So we've got these two opposing forces. And it also means that we're opening the front of the body. Knees bend, and we just have a little back bend, taking the hips forwards. So the knees bend to allow, we don't put too much pressure. We might allow that back to be more open here. And that bend, there's not too much of a strong bend here in the lower back. It's more even, and the chest gets encouraged to open. Keep breathing in and out through the nostrils. Now straighten up, breathing in. Use the in-breath to do that. Feet are a little bit wider, maybe wider than hips, about shoulder width apart there. Breathing in, lift the arms up, bring the hands together above the head, stretch up. So a little side stretch, breathing in and breathing out, leaning over to the left, pressing into that left foot. Good, breathing in, reach up. Breathing out, leaning over to the right, pressing into that right foot. Make sure the knees are a little bit soft. We're not locking the knees. If that is a tendency, then we want to unlearn that habit. So it's inhaling, stretching up, exhaling, leaning over. How does that feel? The side of the waist, and also feeling the abdominals are working. And they're supporting the back. So everything all around the middle, it feels very, very held. You're holding yourself. Good, breathing out. Let's do one more to the right. So breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. Slowly lower the arms down. I'm going to take this into another ragdoll because I think it'd be really nice to bring some more ease. So we just soften the knees, going down again. It's like the sun's going down, the chin is coming to the chest, the hands are sliding down the legs. We're letting it all go again. Letting it hang forwards. How does that feel? You can always rest your elbows on your knees if it feels too much. That's okay. Breathe in. Sigh out through the mouth. Release. A lot of release. Stirring up all the feelings, the emotions, the old stuff. Yeah, and releasing. And we're slowly going to feel that spark again at the base of the spine. And the sun is rising. Knees are coming forward, the thighs are coming forward, the belly's coming forward, the chest rolling up through the spine. And again, roll the shoulders back a couple of times, maybe 3 times. Knees bend also, and then roll the shoulders forwards, maybe 2 or 3 times. Good. And then take the feet even wider apart, a bit wider than the shoulders, knees bend, and let's free it all up. Let's feel the space around us. We've made some space in the body already, so now we can enjoy that space, freedom. We've developed in the shoulders, bend the knees, make it into a little dance here. So it's a beautiful freestyle space. Feel the space, your space. Taking your space, bend deeply into the knees, come up off of the heel. So you notice I'm coming off the heel, so I get more of a twist there. So if you want to make the twist a bit bigger, let the arms be super heavy. Let them swing
Good. Slowly come to a stop. And let's just feel this energy. So let's stir up a bit more. Back of the hands on the lower back. Maybe make some sound here. Yeah, maybe on the buttock as well. Especially if you've been sitting a lot. It's always good. And then get those knuckles into the lower spine. And get that energy rising. Allow that expansion. Yeah, get the creativity rising. Creative expression. Okay. And bring the fingers to the chest. Yeah. Open. Yeah, make some sound. Express yourself. In the center, and the sides. Good. Okay. And let's also just think about the head. A lot of heady stuff. So we're going to get those fingers, give ourselves a little bit of shampoo. Whoa, yeah, definitely needed it. I can feel that. Everything's risen up and needs to be just released up and out through that top of the head, through our crown, through our crown. When we take responsibility for our life, then we are becoming sovereign, that we have the power over ourselves, our lives, our experience. And then also in the jaw, releasing the jaw, just like as if, just kind of like really feeling into that whole jawline. Also just below the ears, that little area, and releasing. And then we just have a little bit of a pull of the ears from the top, as if we're trying to unfurl the ears, they curl around, and giving the lobes a little bit of a pull, a bit of a squeeze. Do it another time again. Good points here. And again, just uncurling that ear, pulling on the lobes. Good. Put the palms together, and we'll just shake that off. Like as if it's just shaking off water. Good. Okay, so now we're kind of all a little bit limbered and warmed up. We're just going to just sweep out before we come into a standing pose. So lots of sweeping we need at the moment, lots of digging out all the web, the weeds, the weeds. Breathing in and out. Then we'll do a little bit of a ha 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 because we need a bit of lightness there, right? Breathing in. Good, yes. Let the arms swing. Now breathing in. Fresh new energy, sweep out the old. Yeah, we laugh at that. As we weed out and sweep out the cobwebs. Breathing in. Good, let the arms swing. We take the hands in front and behind. Fresh new energy. Let's feel that we're kind of, wow. Yeah, fresh new energy, fresh new space around us, fresh new body. And we're going to come into a wide leg stance. So take the legs really wide. And let's just turn the feet out slightly, about maybe 45 degrees around there, and bending in the knees, making sure we keep the back upright, so we're not sticking the bottom out, the chest isn't coming forward, the chest is staying above the base of the body. Shoulders are back, let me bring the hands together. So we're just lowering down and up. So breathing in, as you straighten the legs up, pushing up from the ground, feeling that ground beneath you, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. So the knees are going out to the side, so we're getting the hips a bit more open. You also can feel your pelvic floor there as you breathe in and breathe out. So make it strong to support you. Holding and drawing up. Keeping the belly strong, the back, everything is held around here. You're at your center, your power here. This power, this fire here in the belly, creativity, creative center. And let's come into a goddess now. So breathing in and out. Good. Come into the heart again. Breathing in, looking up and then forwards. Good. Come to the center again. Breathing in and out. Let's take a little moment before we do our final one. So really express yourself. Eyes wide, tongue really far out the mouth. Big, big rasping sound. Breathe in. There you roar. Good.
Now just turn the feet to point forwards. And we're just taking the fingers, interlink the fingers behind the back. Just extend the arms back, lift the chest, and breathing out, forward bending. So soften, as you come forward, just have a softening of the knees so you're not locking, because that's going to just put too much emphasis on the back there. And we want to have that slightly soft, so the legs are actually working and supporting us. And when you're bent forwards, then you can start to let the hands come away from your back, coming forwards, opening the shoulders. So legs are strong, feet are supporting you, are grounded. Chest is opening, head is coming down towards the ground, and we're breathing deeply. Allowing that openness to happen naturally. So every time you find yourself pushing, step back and just let the weight of the arms and your breath do all the work for you. You'll find that's much more interesting, useful, and releasing. Good. We don't need to struggle so much and fight with ourselves. You can just breathe. Good. Now bring those hands still interlinked into the center of the back. Let's draw a big circle on the center of the back, just freeing that up. Keep the knees slightly soft still. So legs are having to work here. And now we rotate that circle anti-clockwise in the center of the back and let that feel like it's winding up our body. We're uncurling slowly as we come to standing. Yeah. And give the whole back a little rub. Okay. And then we're just going to bring the feet together. However you want to do that, give the legs a little shake. Okay, give the arms a little shake. And we're going to come into our balance now. So bring the weight onto the left foot. We're going to come into a tree balance. So thinking about our roots and all these things that are bubbling up from the roots. So take the weight on the left foot. Take your time, focus your eyes, breathe. Try not to grip with the toes. Placing the right foot now, either high on the inside thigh. If you're doing that, press firmly and press the thigh back. So we've got this pressing together. Or on the lower leg, not on the knee, or with the toes on the ground, but still opening the knees. You know, if you've been doing this for a while with the foot on the ground, see if you can go a little bit higher, maybe hold onto some furniture to steady yourself. Always go, you know, just test things and see if maybe, oh, actually, I didn't realize I had that, I've developed this flexibility I didn't know I had. So we're going to bring the hands together. Good. Pressing the hands firmly together, and the chest, the heart wants to move towards the hands. So lift the toes, start to straighten up through that leg, start to lift the chest, start to lengthen the body, start to feel the crown is lifting. Your beautiful crown is lifting. Good. Elbows out to the sides, yeah, pressing. So the foot is pressing to the thigh is pressing to the foot, the hands are pressing evenly together. So we have this beautiful pose. Roots are going down from the sole of the foot. Breathe. Breathe steady and even. Good. Now use the inhale to reach up. Exhale, lower the arms down. Try and stay with this. Lift the knee. So as you lift this knee, you press into the foot a little more, we'll get this good dynamic that helps the balance, and then you can let it slowly float down. Strong leg there, it's going to be needed. And when that foot lands on the ground, let's just give the legs a shake. Let's shake the tree, see if any apples fall off, and shake the shoulders. Yeah, good. So now we're going to take all the weight to the right foot, send the roots down. And then probably a little bounce there, yeah, just kind of loosen everything up. And then once you find that steadiness, allow the steadiness to come into the body, nice and at ease. You know, feel the breath is keeping that ease. Focus your eyes softly, keep the breath moving, everything is soft. And pressing, here is pressing together, and the hands press together. Open the chest. Roots going down. So good. Keep lifting the chest, keep lengthening the front of the body, keep the hips nice and open. So that knee, wherever the leg is, really want to get the knee out to the side. So we're opening here, opening here, opening here to the heavens, and opening into the foot. So everything is extending, pressing and expanding.
all these forces kind of working together in a very dynamic way. Because you could, this is the difference between this, so I'm just kind of like here, just sort of hanging, and then it's vital, the vitality of that, it's very alive, everything is expanded and open and available to energies, receptive. Good. Now inhale, lift the arms up, exhale, lower the arms down, finally lift the knee. As you lift the knee, press the opposite foot into the ground. See if we can hold that for a second longer before we release, and see if we can let that float very slowly. Keep breathing in and out. It's like weightless, and then let that foot come onto the ground. Give everything a shake. Breathing in, shoulders, hips, just reset everything and shake. Good. So we're going to come into another strong posture now. Chair. So really need to be rooted on the ground here and also be very extended. So breathing in. So we've got two things going on, well, more than two things, but we extend, so we're reaching up. Notice how when I reach up, my chest lifts, my body lengthens, and my feet are sinking into the ground, feeling strong. And as I breathe out, the bottom, so this whole line we've got here is staying long. And the bottom's going back, and my arms just staying in line with the spine. So this dynamic, the fingers going forwards, the hips going back, long in the waist, which encourages the abdominals to work and the back to work together. Keep the back of the neck long, checking, looking down at the thighs, making sure they're not kind of doing anything strange. They're just staying strong, evenly spaced, and as the toes aren't gripping, we're just keeping that breath moving to fire and power, and keep the body energized. I use the inhale to come up, exhale, lower the arms down. How does that feel? Again, a little back bend, little mini back bend here, just to kind of counteract that. So soften the knees, hands on the lower back, lift the chest, elbows back. Let's just take the hips forwards. You don't need to do anything wild with the neck. It's all about this lovely line here of the spine. So we're encouraging the spine to be long and even bend. Good. Keep the knees soft all the time. Now use the inhale to come back up, still supporting the back. And release. And we'll release that a little bit more by coming into another twist. So feet a bit further apart, and let's just twist. Feel the space around you. Breathe. Breathe into the nostrils. And just a nice out breath, very breathing. So feel the space and the air around us. So we're going to just come into a little moment, a peaceful, integrated moment, a universal prayer. So just checking your feet, lift the toes, place them down, feel the ground. Lift the heels, place them down. Lift the toes, place them down. Really getting that seal, lifting the heels and placing them down. And all the soles of the feet is open. Soften the knees, good. Breathe in. Open the chest, breathing out, pointing the fingers down, still together. Now as you open the hands up, you notice the thumbs are coming out to the side. It's kind of open-handed gesture. Open, receptive, available. Inhale all the way up. Bring the hands together and bring the hands down, in front of the face, in front of the heart, down, in front of the belly, pointing to the earth. So we're really opening everything up, drawing all the energy, the light, the wisdom, the information we need, support, breathing in to the universal prayer. So we're reaching out, calling out to the universe, even if we don't know what we need and what we want. We're just trusting that it will be delivered, that the support and information and reassurance that we need. This is coming in. It's all happening. Sometimes without our, without interference, it's all happening. Breathing in. And then we have a moment just to feel a sense of, what do I appreciate today? What am I appreciating? Really wholeheartedly appreciating what ideas, images, experiences, sensations am I appreciating, enjoying, loving, and feeling grateful for? Just allow that one more time. Breathing in, extending up. Yeah, feel that. All that energy supporting your process. And bring the hands to the heart center. Close the eyes gently. Feel the feet on the ground. Feel the surface of the soles of the feet in contact with the mat or the ground you're standing on. And feel that heart. How does it feel right now? Is it expansive? Is it kind of feeling overwhelmed, or is it spiky? So many different textures and flavors that it could be feeling or looking like. Notice how it feels, because it will inevitably change. So just noticing, being interested and curious in that. Yeah, and release. Bring the hands down, letting the hands relax. So we're going to just come into final standing posture before we come to the ground. So we're going to stand towards the back of the mat. Just thinking about this heart, we're just going to really activate that a bit more. Feet in a little V shape, weight onto our left. We're going to step into a warrior one. So a big step forward onto the right. Yeah, so we're really standing our ground. You know, when we take responsibility for our life and taking charge of the situation we're in, owning it, feeling our power, then we can really ground with the warrior. So right hip back, left hip forward, bending into the right knee. It's hovering over that right heel, pushing back into that left heel. So everything is strong and supported here. Now bring the hands forward. Let's do this open heart. So dropping the head down, looking down at that right thigh. Inhale, open the chest up. Look up. Exhale, bring the hands forwards. Just enjoying this movement. So it's a beautiful flowing kind of movement in the upper part of the body, expansive and grounded and solid and stable in the lower part of the body. Yeah, so feel that. Breathing in, look up, open the chest. Maybe have a big smile come onto your face. It's like the heart is smiling, a big broad smile. Yeah, breathing in. Yeah, open to the possibility and letting the head drop down, coming inside and then expanding. One more and contracting. Get the hands forward, drop the hands down, bend into the right knee and spring back. Have the legs a little shake, reset, just shaking up all the atoms. Weight on the right foot now, big step forward to the left. Get the hips in the right place, so rather than facing out an angle, they're facing forwards, both of them. Now bending into the left knee, so it's hovering above the left ankle. As that happens, really feel at the same time you're pressing down into that back heel. That dynamic is going to keep you stable. Point the tailbone down, strong belly. Arms forwards. Extend the fingers forward, drop the heads down. So this whole openness across the upper back. Keeping that knee above the ankle, don't let the front leg straighten out. Breathing in, open the chest. Breathing out, bring the hands forward, extend the fingers forwards, opening the space between the shoulder blades. So we're opening the front of the heart, breathing in, and then we're opening the back of the heart. Yeah, breathing in. It's unlimited, the expanse and the space of the heart. So we just keep allowing it to expand. Breathing in and breathing out, just feeling how that feels. Emotionally, mentally, physically. One more, breathing in, open up. Heart flies upwards to the skies, breathing out, take the hands forwards, extend, drop the hands down, bend into the left knee and spring back to the back of the mat. Have a little shake of the legs, last little shake up. Shake it all up. So we're going to just come down to the ground. Little squat here. Breathing in, take the hands forward. Make sure the feet are hips width apart, hips width and parallel. And then we're going to take the bottom back again. Strong belly. This is what's really required, and strong thighs. Back is supported here. Take the hands forward as well to counteract the weight going back. So the more you stretch forward, the better that's going to be. Then catch yourself. Bring the legs to the ground. Bounce the knees up and down a little bit. Yeah. Now let's just see We can extend the fingers toward the toes and slowly lay the body down, slowly, breathing in and out through the nostrils. So just feel each little vertebrae settling as it rolls down, all the time extending toward the toes, all the time keeping that breath moving, keeping that inner support system, keeping that anchor of the breath. Rolling the spine down, letting the arms flop out, breathe in through the nostrils. Ah, let it go, let it go. So noticing everything that's been stirred up, everything that's been seen, experienced, felt, and just letting that, releasing that, letting it, giving it liberation, all the feelings, all the old stuff. So it's less effort. It doesn't have to be there's no having to dig and pull on the roots, the old weeds. They just lift out easily and just clear the ground. And the belly's rising and falling. Good. And just bend the knees and hug the knees. Have a little rock and roll on the ground. And we're going to bring this into a lying twist. So have a little rock, move around a little bit. Extend the arms out to the sides, palms flat down. Breathing in through the nostrils. As you breathe out, let the knees roll over to the left and the head goes over to the right. Relax the legs, so they might start straightening out. That's okay. Just let them go. Let the weight of the legs go as you breathe out. Maybe we'll take another breath here, breathing in. And breathing out through the nostrils. Now as you inhale, lift the knees to center, lift the head to center, take your time. And as you breathe out, lower the knees. They're still up on the chest here, the feet are off the ground. And we roll over to the right and the head goes over to the left, looking down the left arm, or closed eyes, doesn't matter. And relax the legs. Doesn't matter if they start straightening out, that's fine. Just really release them. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep, long breath out. Now use the inhale to come back up. Okay, we've got time for another go. Breathing in and breathing out, lowering down to the left. Head goes over to the right. And let the legs go. Let's give it another breath here. Breathing in. Imagine you're breathing into the whole spine, the length of the spine from the base right to the top, right to the crown. And as you breathe out, it's going back down through the body and out through the base as you breathe out. So just following that. The spinal breath. Sometimes that's easier to visualize or feel when you close your eyes. Let's do one last one on the other side. Breathing in, lift the knees to center, lift the head to center. Breathing out, lower the knees down to the right. Head goes over to the left. Relax and release the legs. Breathe into the spinal column. Breath lifts and rises right to your crown and then breathe out through the base. Releasing. I use the inhale to lift to center again. Good. Extend the legs and arms up again one more time, and let's rotate the wrists and ankles. One way, all at the same time. Just giving some lightness to the legs. And then the other way. Breathing easy in and out through the nostrils. Hug the knees. Place the soles of the feet on the ground. Slide the legs away. Let the arms roll out to the side. We're just going to rest now in shavasana for a couple of minutes. So if you need to put any blankets or socks or warmer things on, please take a moment to do that. We'll do a little final breath here before we go into the relaxation proper. We started that with the twist, but let's just find that. Lying here in shavasana, nice and cozy, warm and secure. Just bring your attention to the whole of your spine, from the base, right to the crown, right through the center, the spinal column. align with your nervous system and also your energetic system. So as you breathe in, imagine that you're breathing in from the base of the spine. It's traveling up the whole in-breath. It's a slow, steady in-breath, and it's traveling up through the whole of your spine. You feel it going up to the base, up through the middle, right through the center, and into the chest, right through, up through the neck, right through the head, right to the top of the head as a full in-breath. And as you breathe out, it's coming back down through the crown, all out breath, out breath, out breath, going down to the center and out through the base again. Just following that. See if you can keep your mind and your attention focused just on the breath, traveling up, inhaling, full inhale, and slowly. So we're keeping a steady stream. So we're trying to keep that steady, slightly controlled. You're having it's almost like you have a slight hold on that breath. You're just keeping it steady, a steady stream. I'm really focusing on the feeling or the visual of the spine. You might want to feel a certain color with that. Whatever color feels like it's cleansing and revitalizing your spine. Imagine that color rising up and then washing away. Yeah. Staying with that, noticing when the mind wanders off and bring it back to the center, back to the breath. Breath going in. Feeling the body fill, and as you breathe out, feeling emptying out, cleaning out. As you breathe in, it's revitalizing, energizing, filling. And as you breathe out, it's emptying, cleaning, cleansing, clearing away. And now just let that all go. Let it all go. Let it just slowly fade and soften. And the breath becomes soft. In and out through the nostrils now. Breath coming in and breath going out. Let yourself really sink and settle. Feel the whole of the spine is sinking down into the earth. Fully relax and let go and release and liberate your whole being to the earth. Giving your body to the earth, allowing yourself to be held. Trusting the earth to hold and nourish you. And so we come to the end of our practice today. Just take a moment to notice, how do I feel? What's the impact of my effort? Start to move your body, hug your knees, give yourself a full stretch on the ground, roll around, do whatever feels good to you. Follow your body. And when you're ready, find yourself moving in the most easiest way up to seated. Just find a nice, easy way to come to seated. Sitting up and yeah, good. Breathe, move, deepen your breath. Rub the body, feel your body, face. Let's bring the hands together. Take some heat and energy, bring that heat and energy between the palms. And we bring the hands to the heart center. Close the eyes. Yeah, Everything we have gathered today, we're bringing that into the heart center. And bring to mind your sankalpa, your intention. What is it that you desire? Say that to yourself. And let it be powered by this heart energy. Good. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Namaste. Namaste. Thank you so much for your practice today.